Matthew Bible Summary to Joshua 10. The Amorites are overcome of Joshua. It raineth stones. The sun standeth still, and the day is long, and the day is lengthened. The 5 kings are hanged. The 10th chapter. And when Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai, and had destroyed it, and how that as he had done to Jericho and her king, even so he had done to Ai and her king, and how the inhabitants of Gabaon had made peace with Israel, and did remain among them, then they feared exceedingly, for Gabaon was a great city, as any city of the kingdom, and thereto greater than Ai, and all her men were mighty. Wherefore Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Oam, king of Abron, and unto Pharam, king of Jeremoth, and unto Japhia, king of Lachish, and unto Debir, king of Eglon, saying, Come up unto me, and help me, that we may smite Gabaon, for they have made peace with Joshua and the children of Israel. Then the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Abron, the king of Jeremoth, the king of Lachish, the king of Eglon, gathered themselves together, both they and all their hosts, and went up and besieged Gabaon, and made war against it. But the men of Gabaon sent unto Joshua, unto the host to Galgal, saying, Withdraw not thy hands from thy servants, but come up to us, for all the kings of the Amorites which dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. And Joshua ascended from Galgal, both he and all the people of war with him, and all the men of might. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. And Joshua came unto them suddenly, and journeyed from Galgal all night. And the Lord turmoiled them before Israel, and slew of them a great slaughter at Gabaon, and chased them along the way that goeth up to Betharon, and slew them till they came to Esakah and Makkedah. And as they fled from Israel, even in the going down to Bethoron, the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them, until they came unto Esakah, that they died. And there were more that died with hailstones than the children of Israel slew with the sword. Then spake Joshua unto the Lord, the day when the Lord delivered the Amorites before the children of Israel, and he said in the sight of all Israel, Sun, stand thou still upon Gabaon, and thou moon in the valley of Aijalon. And the sun abode, and the moon stood still, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of the righteous, how that the sun abode in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down by the space of a whole day? And there was no day like that, before it or after it, that the Lord obeyed the voice of a man, and all because the Lord fought for Israel. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, unto the host to Galgal, But the 5 kings fled and hid themselves in a cave at Makkedah. And it was told Joshua, saying, The 5 kings are found hid in a cave at Makkedah. And Joshua said, Roll great stones unto the mouth of the cave, and appoint men thereto, for to keep them. And stand ye not still, but follow after your enemies, and smite the hindmost of them. And suffer them not to enter into their cities, for the Lord your God hath delivered them into your hands. And when Joshua and the children of Israel had made an end of slaying them with a great slaughter, till they were wasted, yet there remained a certain of them, which entered into walled cities. And all the people returned to the host, to Joshua at Makkedah, in peace, so that no man durst move his tongue against the children of Israel. Then said Joshua, Open the mouth of the cave, and bring out these 5 kings unto me out of the cave. And they did so, and brought those 5 kings unto him out of the cave, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jeremoth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon. And when they had brought out those kings unto Joshua, Joshua called for all the men of Israel, and said unto the captains of the men of war, which came with him, Come near, and put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near, and put their feet upon the necks of them. And Joshua said unto them, Fear not, nor dread, but be strong, and pluck up your hearts, for so shall the Lord serve all your enemies against which ye fight. And then Joshua smote them, and slew them, and hanged them on 5 trees till even. And at the going down of the sun, Joshua gave commandment, and they took them down off the trees, and cast them into the cave, where they hid themselves, and laid great stones on the cave's mouth, which remain unto this day. And that same day Joshua took Makkedah, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof also, and utterly destroyed them and all the souls that were therein, and let naught remain. And he did to the king of Makkedah as he did to the king of Jericho. Then Joshua went from Makkedah, and all Israel with him, unto Libnah, and fought against Libnah. And the Lord delivered it also into their hands, with the king also, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein, and let naught remain in it, and did unto the king thereof as he did unto the king of Jericho. After that Joshua departed from Libnah, and all Israel with him, unto Lachish, and besieged it, and assaulted it. And the Lord delivered into the hands of Israel Lachish, that they took it the 2nd day, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein, according to all that he did to Libnah. Then Oram, king of Geser, came up to help Lachish. But Joshua smote him and his people, until he left him naught remaining. And from Lachish Joshua departed unto Eglon, and all Israel with him, and there besieged it, and assaulted it, and took it the same day, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein, and utterly destroyed them the same day, according to all that he did to Lachish. Then Joshua departed up from Eglon, and all Israel with him, unto Hebron. And they fought against it, and took it, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof, and all the towns that pertained to it, and all the souls that were therein, so that they left not remaining. But in all things as they did to Eglon, so they destroyed it utterly, and all the souls that were therein. Then Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, to Debir, and they fought against it, and took it, and the king thereof, and all the towns that pertained thereto, and smote them with the edge of the sword, and utterly destroyed all the souls that were therein, and let not remain. And as he did to Hebron, so he did to Debir, and the king thereof, and as he did to Libnah and her king. And Joshua smote all the hill countries, and the south countries, and the valleys, and the springs of water, with all their kings, and let not remain, but utterly destroyed all that breathed, as the Lord God of Israel commanded. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Barnea unto Asah, and all the country of Goshen, even unto Gabaon. And all those kings and their land Joshua took at one time, because the Lord God of Israel fought for Israel. And then Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, unto the host to Gilgal.